How's everybody doing, everybody? What's going on? It's yours truly, King David, host of the King's Thought of the Day. How's everybody doing? All right. All right, so this is for YouTube. This is actually for OBS software. If you guys have actually ever had problems, I guess, with multiple videos, like multiple cameras, this, that, and the other. As you see, I have 4 separate cameras going on all at once. For the life of me, I was getting all these flickering screens and everything on my cameras. And it was going on for like pretty much the first 2 seasons of my show. And for the life of me, I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure out what was wrong with my deal. It was going on OBS forums and this, that, and the other. And I talked to a buddy of mine, and for whatever reason, I could never get 3 cameras to work on OBS. More than 3 cameras. It was always 3, and it would be flickering and this, that, and the other. So like you'd have 2 on, and the third one would always be flickering. I could never get the 4th one to work. Well, a buddy of mine was like, look, man, he's like, I think I know what your problem is. He's like, I think your problem was 2 problems that you have. I had a buddy of mine, shout out to Mark Moody. Sir Marcus, his moodiness. Marcus, his moodiness. Producer, engineer, professor extraordinaire. Shout out to Mark Moody. Anyway, so
winning.
He was telling me, he's like, look, the problem is, what's interesting about OBS software is actually a driver mixer. So what's interesting about OBS is it actually mixes multiple drivers. So instead of mixing audio files, it actually mixes drivers. So you can actually have multiple drivers going on all at once. It's really amazing. The issue that I was having though is my system was underpowered, and it was the GPU was too weak. So I recently updated my software so originally I had a 750 watt RGB thermal take power supply. And I was running it through, I think like a 1060 or something like that. And then I think I had like another 1060 or some shit like that. So I had like 2 video cards going on. And the problem was they were both underpowered. And the GPU was maxed out. So I just recently installed 2 3060 Ti's, and it's working flawlessly. And then I upgraded my power supply to a 1000 watt, and no more flicker, 4 cameras, fluidly, 4K, no issues. So if you are using OBS software and that seems to kind of ring some bells, that is your issue. You're either your GPU is maxed out or you are underpowered. My advice is to change out your GPU, along with make sure that you probably get an NVIDIA 3060 starting with. If you're running multiple monitors or multiple cameras, get 2 of them. So I have 2 of them in this computer here. I have 2 3060 Ti's, and the prices are relatively lower now. I got them for like $270 each. So $500 plus $150 for the power supply. We're good to go. And we are back in action. So, but yeah, that's your issue, guys. Check your GPU, but definitely check your power supply. And also, the other thing is make sure that your motherboard is equipped to handle multiple USB sources that where you're throttling that much bandwidth. So keep that in mind as well. So you might maybe need to buy a USB card or a USB 3 card that allows you to kind of really send a lot of data through your system. So kind of look out for all these things. So again, OBS software, if you're having conflicting issues with multiple cameras, that is the reason why. If you have any questions, like, comment,